it burn if this talking about money, homie, I ain't concerned. I'ma tell you what banks for me, cause go ahead, switch the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate, then watch the money pile up.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Under 10, 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll run. Here's Devontae. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. This defense for the Jets, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over.
17-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Second and 10. Back to throw. Johnson. This pass out wide to Hall. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Johnson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
You talk about this Jets defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap, because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
18 Cardinals, go!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1. And he's hoping on the road to glory.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go. 19 Tiger.
They'll run for it with Achane. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll set up to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up, because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On first and 10, it's Hall. And just a couple yards there down to 17.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
This is 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Viking 8.
Hall again. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Now 3rd down and 7. In motion comes the tight end left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. To the left side, he's got the tight end Taylor. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Mason Taylor, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. 14. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now 2nd and 3. Achane gets it from the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now Myers from the gun on 3rd down. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up on Jamie Sherwood. And the Jets are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Ready? Here we go, here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Give to Hall running right. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Ready up.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. Buffalo 18. Go.
Operating from the gun, Johnson. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. This is Coleman with the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now back to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Johnson, off play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll give to Hall. Shelling through the defense. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They just had to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 23 yards on the play.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Johnson now from the gun. He'll throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Taylor. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Mason Taylor with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Check go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 3rd and 19.
Hey, check that, street. Half to 60, half to 60. Chop 60, chop 60.
He'll drop to throw. Throw caught by Ochan. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Ready, set. Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
79 Broncos. Go.
Now Johnson throwing to start the drive. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Paul want to give up the middle. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 90 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
19 Tiger, 9 Warrior 70.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down. Johnson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Nolan Smith with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the route is on. It's 24-0. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
At their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Let's go now.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jamie Sherwood. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find...
It's caught inside the 25. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
That's a 6-yard line.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check out.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Johnson. A final shot before break. And that one too wide and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Escapes the defender. He's still on his feet. How about this? Breece Hall. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he is going to lose yardage here.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up a
Looks like they'll move things around here.
at the 33-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's into the hands of the rookie from Florida. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Up the middle, Achane. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
It's second down.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Man, 188 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 46 yards. And the Jets take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Dolphins 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
Devon Achane, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to claw one back.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a nice spin. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Steady.
Looking to throw. Johnson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A gain of 22 yards.
Ready.
1st down, New York.
Off play action. Johnson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. 48 yards. And the Jets get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they're trying to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a third and long.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
To throw is Myers from the gun on third down. It's caught by Coleman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw here. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. He'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And the Jets have got it. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a first and 10.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Boy, 194 yards rushing for him now as he closes in on a 200-yard night.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Nice.
Hall again on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here we go. Set. Warriors set. Cougar 19. Ready.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 41 yards. And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, coaches talked about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Picked up of 18 yards. It's now 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Achane. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football, he's carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
210 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
First down.
Here's Hall again.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall
with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Jets are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
66. Dolphins 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD.
There he goes, right side. Inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane
with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list.
And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, Panther 60, Panther 60.
Operating from the gun, Johnson.
This pass out wide to Hall.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Johnson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here we go. Ready.
Myers off the play fake. A quick throw there is incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
70. Ready. Coach, go.
Here's Myers. Off play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Jamie and Sherwood.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Look at the big man rumble.
Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
Now this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery, and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. 20. 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some more. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jets are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Come on, set! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles!
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Let's go! Gravity Lions!
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Sack! Hawk 70, Hawk 70!
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is taken at about the 14. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
14-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one game.
He's got him in. Complete. Down to the 10. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. On the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Jets, it's an early road victory as they move to 2-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.